Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe and Movies Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
It's our Let's Talk session where we talk with y'all about everything and anything. The title is a placeholder where we are going to continue to talk about that topic in between your questions and answers. Big shout out to Void a Parrot, Scott Walker, ZZ, and all our 54 subscribers. Hell fucking yeah. I guess, yo, man, 54 is like, this is like a start of the Mongol Empire. We've just conquered.
Now you double this. This is 108.
108, baby. Hell yeah. But anyway, here we go. Yo, my latest favorite was actually this Netflix series that launched in 2021 called Midnight Mass.
Oh, I heard of it.
Yeah, I think I recommended this to you. Yeah,
you did.
It was really great. Hey guys, do you know why vampires never came to Korea?
We
Because of our garlic.
Yeah, garlic, baby.
Yeah, they
No chance.
Yeah, they can smell us a mile away.
You know how much garlic we consume? We're
Yeah.
like, I think we're like 20 times the second place.
Yeah, definitely. Walker, hey, how you doing? You know Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Hell yeah.
Ah, yes.
Trish absolutely loves him and she's hungry for him. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course, man. I really love Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah,
It was
that was pretty popular back then with what's her name, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah. I watched Midnight Mass. It was strange and incredible. Yeah, Void. It was so dark, wasn't it? It was really dark.
How many seasons does it have?
It's just one season.
Okay.
But it's about this priest who gets old, but he meets a vampire in Middle East and comes back young because he was bitten by it.
Really?
And okay, spoilers. He starts sharing his blood with the island people, and they start all turning into vampires.
Oh shit!
So it's really dark because you get to see a lot of families, like some parts. Oh, what's up? Lee Chan Hong in the building.
Kimchi's full of garlic.
Yeah,
that's right.
Did you know Sarah Michelle Gellar is actually returning for the new? Oh, really?
I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. Oh man,
that's awesome.
Yeah, those are like the days of those like horror movies. And then what was the sequel? I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah,
it was like these teenagers always being chased by these serial killers.
Yeah, serial killers or angry spirits.
Oh, I had a son with my mother who also is my sister. Okay. Finally, the rest of the live streams don't speak English this time of day.
What's up, man? I had a son with my mother who also is my sister. What an awesome name. Good for you, man.
Right.
Yeah, but Midnight Mass, I highly recommend it, guys. If her character did survive attack by the Fisherman, I'll watch you did by Summer. What happened to her? Did she escape? Did she get found by the paramedics in Thailand or just badly injured? She's probably survived it, and they're going to start off with that.
Yeah, they always leave those like open endings, so they can kind of like test the water. Yeah. And if the reception's good, they work on a sequel. They just want to make sure the option's open.
Yeah.
That's what they used to do all the time. Oh, 9/11 was the fault of a woman pilot?
Oh, thank you for the recommendations. No problem. Oh, remember when I was 7-year-old back then? Are there any similarities between the Scream franchise and I Know What You Did Last Summer? Of course there is, Walker. You remember, Walker? That was like the golden day of those horror films.
Yeah. And I remember going to the movie theater back then. You know what? Before the movie starts, they kind of promote all these like upcoming movies. They show us trailers, and there were a bunch of those movies.
Yeah. You know what
was it? Like Final Destination.
Yeah. You know what the genre should be called? Teenagers Die. That's the genre. Actually, what kills them doesn't matter. It's a bunch of teenagers die. Me and Won-Jin, if we were like watching it together, we'd be shitting our pants because we're teenagers too, and a lot of that has to do with like basically teenage angst. Because remember how when you're a teenager, you're always bluffing, but the world is a scary place.
And then you are faced with this unknown danger, and then you all get to know each other. And just about when you get to know each other and be cool with each other, some of them die.
Yeah, and you know what I loved about those films? Like the plot is simple. There's someone or something trying to fuck you up and kill you in horrifying ways. Like it's kind of like a modern day fable for us. Remember, like Red Riding Hood is basically telling you don't go to the forest.
Yeah,
it's like I don't like the education value goes down, but the entertainment value definitely gone up. Vampires are not cool. Really, Hyung? You don't think vampires are cool?
I'll tone a bath today. I was cleaning my ear out at the cotton bud, got stuck in my ear. Oh, you got to be careful with that. You could get it like an infection.
Who will win in a fight between the Fisherman from I Know What You Did Last Summer? I'm going with the Fisherman.
Really?
Yeah.
I would also go with the Fisherman, and it's because fishermen are notoriously tough.
Yeah, because have you ever noticed Ghostface? Like Ghostface would lose to like everybody.
Like, first of all, if you have to hide your face for doing what you do, then you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
but Fisherman, he's like, I'm right here.
And my bottom dollar goes to the Texas Chain Massacre dude. He can beat anybody. Anybody. Oh my God, that sounds dangerous. Fisherman for sure. Yeah. I mean, but those were like really awesome movies, man.
They are like mosquitoes.
No, but you know what I also love about like Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Those are basically like precursors to Twilight.
That's right.
You remember how vampires, like they start off as Orlok and evil, but like today vampire, are they the good guys?
They all become like chic and then they kind of become badass.
Yeah, kind of cool. Like so that like kind of
modernized.
Yeah.
And then I would say my favorite vampire film would definitely be Blade. Blade is like we just mentioned, like starting from Orlok and Dracula and the castle and everything. Yeah. And this is what happens when that meets like Hollywood blockbuster.
Oh yeah.
That becomes Blade.
Yo, I have a question. Do you like the first Blade or the second Blade?
Oh, that's a difficult choice.
Third one's trash, but
if I have to choose between the two, I would choose 2.
Oh really?
Because there were certain scenes that were just so badass. I think, what was it? There was this scene where Blade and his new recruits, they all had like kind of like walk in slow motion, and then you have Mos Def pumping in the background.
Oh yeah.
And then there was Donnie Yen.
Yeah.
Oh, the song was called Eye Against Eye.
Oh man.
Man, that was badass. That scene alone is like worth voting for.
But remember the first one, the club scene where the blood is sprayed.
Yeah.
So
that
iconic.
Was shocking. Yeah.
Yeah. God, they were good movies. I'm glad Marvel is not doing them because I think they're gonna ruin it. You just can't get that '90s feel.
That's right. I was kind of concerned when they said they're gonna reboot the whole thing.
Human mosquito. Sorry, I mean Belle is related to Disney's Tarzan's Jane, not Tarzan. Yeah. Are there any werewolves in the Blade franchise? I don't think so.
No, but we do have werewolves in what's it called, Underworld, because I think that's like the war between lichens and vampires. They're called lichens.
Oh, I gotta be honest. The first Underworld movie, I watched it like 100 times. Cause of Bill Nye. He plays the elder vampire. He was amazing in it. Yeah. Like every scene he was a scene stealer. Could The Cave be considered a quasi-vampire movie? Definitely.
I haven't seen The Cave.
Really?
Yeah.
It's great.
When is it from?
No, but Void, now that you mentioned that, remember...
Oh, it's from 2005.
Yeah, and there's something similar to that. The Descent. They're not vampires, they're cannibals. But like this group of women go down in the deep cave, and they meet like
cannibals.
Yeah, human cannibals that evolve.
I think that's scarier than vampires.
Yeah, getting eaten
because we know that they're actually humans.
That's right. I hate how they fetishize all this sucking symphony with vampires being all attractive, and this whole fantasy doesn't make sense. I'm telling you, Nosferatu is the most biologically accurate. No, but Zezzy, remember, even in Bram Stoker's Dracula, it was kind of a sex novel that launched in the Victorian times. Because, it's, you know how Victorian novels are like, oh, we can't show you, like, it's all about, like, the posh and kind of like Korean Confucianism. So, like vampire is kind of, like, sexual, though. It's like there's this undertone. Scott Walker, remember how we were talking about white sperm whales months ago? How come this so rare? There's more dark brown sperm whales and they're all white sperm whales? Maybe because they might be hunted. But don't you think that's like a white tiger thing? You know how like there are white tigers and white lions.
Yeah,
So
maybe they're not supposed to be like biologically natural.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like
No, they are biologically natural, but
abnormality.
the chances of them coming is rare.
Oh,
I think that's what
okay.
Yeah. I just think about the biology of a vampire. Never sleep, never meets the sun, never drinks water, only blood, and their skin looks all perfect and hydrated. Nah, I don't bite that. Oh, come on, Zezzy, but you know vampires are bullshit, right? wait, or not. You know, because we already agreed that Santa is real. So how come werewolves are stronger than vampires and some vampires are stronger than... Where all love to see a movie apart from another film where werewolves and vampire go to war? I think Scott Walker, that just has to do with how they decide to set those power levels. Because there are Won-Jin, Dracula Untold.
What do you mean? Is that the name of a movie?
Yeah, you didn't see it?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Tywin Lannister appears.
Really? Charles Dance?
Yeah.
Dracula Untold?
Yeah.
It's from 2014.
This is a great movie.
Oh, Luke Evans.
Yeah. Luke Evans kills it. It's a very sympathetic. He is Vlad the Impaler, but he decides to become a vampire to defend Wallachia.
Oh.
So he goes against like Mehmed. Yeah, there we go. Osman forces.
Oh, Dominic Cooper plays Mehmed II?
Yeah. Okay. And Charles Dance plays the
Master Vampire.
Yeah, the original vampire or something.
Man.
This is a great movie. I highly recommend this guy. I don't know why it bombed. It was I had fun watching it.
Jin, look up American Werewolf in London right now. Well, I think we looked it up last time. We've looked it up before. American Werewolf in London. Isn't this like an old movie? Yeah, 1981. Oh, by the way, I heard on the news David Lynch passed away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mulholland Drive, man, that movie was like crazy.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Mulholland Drive and you like movies, I strongly suggest that's like a whole experience.
Oh, they also never take showers because they are allergic to water and also to silver. So imagine the Chanel 5 cent they have. Zezzy, you know what's shocking to me? How interested you are. Hey, Won-Jin, this is your fault. You influenced them this way, didn't you?
No, man, you can't just blame everything on me. This is like a tendency people have, like getting serious with stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, being realistic.
First of all, I'm going to blame you as much as I want to. So fuck that opinion. Secondly, where were we? Okay. Underworld had good lore on the origins of both vampire werewolves and their powers. Yeah, I agree, Void. I like the first one I really love.
Yeah.
Because they have some great concept because the first one I love because I love the concept of 3 elders taking turn ruling the vampires.
It's like a whole society of vampires.
Yeah.
And
the
it's
world
so
building,
systematic and they're so sophisticated.
It was really, and the Lycan story was really sympathetic too because they're like they used to be slaves, but they hate the vampires. So that was a great idea.
And I also love the atmosphere of the Underworld. It was also always kind of dark and cold. Even like the colors on the screen, they were always like bluish.
Yeah. And Kate Bensingel on like the
tight suit.
Yeah. That definitely sells. You know what I find odd about werewolves? There are 2-leg werewolves and there are 4-leg werewolves. I prefer 4-leg because it makes them more Michael, actual wolf.
That's interesting.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah, because I think the way they should depict werewolves should be like kind of different. Because wolves, we mentioned this last time. Since we're bipedals, when we walk around, we're kind of insensitive to how long things actually are. So when wolves stand up, like an actual real life wolf, like a North American wolf or something, they're freaking tall. They're like taller than like an average adult men. So if they're gonna make a werewolf that walks on 2 legs, they should be like 3 meters tall or something.
So do you vote
to make it extra?
So Won-Jin, that's actually a good idea. But do you vote for 2 bipedal or on 4s?
I think they should like switch between them, depending on like the mode they're in.
Oh fuck, that's a great answer.
It's like pursuit mode. It's like,
fuck, I should have answered that first instead of you, bitch. Void. It's sad that they never really explore their immortals as much. I agree, Void, because Underworld, the first one. The problem is like the last 20 minutes. Like one of the elders died so quickly, and I wish it was longer even. And they barely explore that later in the other movies. But the acting was really great in that movie too. And Won-Jin, like you said, the set design was great too. I like how like the blood is sipped in to wake up the elders.
Yeah.
There was just this cool ass like comic book elements that were awesome. Really awesome.
And it was also, compared to today's movies, it's also modern enough to not look like ridiculous or funny or corny or anything. It's I think it's still forgivable.
And the second one was because one of the elders, it turns out, has Gladiator Senator as a dad. And then, he has another brother who's werewolf. The second one was but the third one I did not enjoy.
That felt like a cash grab.
It definitely did.
So-called cash grab, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it did have some cool action scenes, but that was it.
Yeah. No, but Werewolf, what's that one where it's in France and these werewolves are, there's a werewolf killing people, but
it's in France?
Yeah, it's in France. And there's this ninja stuff. It's a cool ass movie. I forget the name.
There's such a movie?
Oh, Brotherhood of
Wolves. The French movie.
Yeah.
I think it's called Brotherhood of Wolves.
Doesn't
it have like Vincent Cassel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the movie.
Yeah, I love that movie.
That's what it's called, Brotherhood of Wolves.
That movie? I watched it 100 times. Because the story is not, but
Oh, Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Oh, yeah.
Le Bac de Loup.
Look how cool all the design is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Vincent Cassel. Monica Bellucci.
Yeah. Yeah. Just for the visual alone, I really enjoyed this film. Oh, that reminds me. Not a vampire film, but the 13th Warrior is secretly my favorite film.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was amazing when he learned to speak Viking. I listened. Yeah. It's sad that they really. I know, but I don't remember the name. Yeah, Won-Jin just found it. It's the Brotherhood of the Wolf. What else? No, but
we have some more tranquil ones like Interview with the Vampire.
Wait, Interview with the Vampire is tranquil? It's pretty hardcore, man.
Isn't it? I mean, compared to like Underworld or I don't know what's it called, like Blade.
But one of the best scenes for me was when Tom Cruise comes back and he's playing the piano. You've been a very naughty girl. And then
was that Kirsten Dunst?
Yes, yes, she was amazing in it. Like, I think that movie made her famous.
Oh, she was also in Jumanji, by the way. I think that was Kirsten Dunst in Jumanji. Wasn't she? Yeah, it was. That was Kirsten Dunst in Jumanji.
Wow. She basically carried the vampire Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, she was so cute and little.
Yeah, honestly, they did such a great job of making us feel for Brad Pitt and her that when she died in the well by sunburn, I was really sad. Because she's a very tragic character, right? You remember that scene where she has the monologue? She's like, I can't get old. And then she's like, I love you, Brad Pitt. And it's really disturbing because she's a kid, but she's not. How come some werewolves look like a husky or an Alaskan mama? A remake of a werewolf movie like American
Werewolf in London.
Husky or mammal for design off the wolf.
I guess it's because they can't actually get the wolf.
You know what? I would.
It's not a domesticated animal.
Yeah, Walker, now that you mentioned that, you know what I would appreciate? I would actually appreciate a werewolf with 3 heads, like Cerebus.
Oh, that would be badass.
Yeah, like a boss wolf. Yeah. I was hoping they would do something like that in Underworld.
And they all each have a personality.
Yeah. Remember Godzilla? Like that guy had like one was dumb, the 2 heads kept fighting. It's those small details that really film can bring to life.
Yeah.
Not novels. Film can actually show us. Sometimes simple is best.
Yeah.
Just like Nosferatu. Back when they were hot. No, but Tom Cruise is still hot, no?
Looks surprisingly young still.
I thought Brad Pitt looked amazing in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like he looked really good, like fixing the roof.
And it's kind of shocking. Like the older he gets, like more resemblance of like Robert Redford I get. And I mean, it was mentioned even when he was young, but it's kind of like funny to see he actually grows into a man just like Robert Redford. You know, just like when people said the facial expressions and certain features of DiCaprio look like Jack Nicholson. And the older he gets, he actually starts looking like Jack Nicholson in his 50s and stuff.
But funny. Jack Nicholson when he was young,
he was handsome.
Oh
he was handsome,
God.
Like Chinatown.
Yeah,
man, he was a handsome man.
Looking. It would be funny if they would call it a werewolf and you end up turning into a chihuahua.
Didn't say it was like the big bad wolf.
Yeah, a deadly chihuahua.
And when you turn into one, everybody laughs at you. Nobody's intimidated.
No, and it makes you into taco and eat it. Like, Void. I watched the trailer for Castlevania Nocturne, and it looked great. Have you guys watched either the first one or the new one?
No,
Void.
I haven't seen that one.
I got a lot of recommendation for it, but I just haven't had the chance to watch it. Because isn't Castlevania originally a game? Did we play that as a kid, Won-Jin?
I only heard about it. I wasn't really interested in that one.
No, but Void, my favorite vampire animation of all time is Vampire Hunter D. Amazing. Like and I'm not talking about the 80s one. I'm talking about the early 2000s or 90s one. It's just before these 3D stuff. It's like the peak of 2D animation. And the story is really simple too. Like Vampire Hunter D, he's a mixed blood. His mother is a human, his father is a vampire king, and it's I had that DVD. I watched it billions of times. Skullwalker, you didn't answer my question. What dog does iron will be better for a werewolf, a husky or Alaskan Malamute? I'm going with the husky.
You know, I can't kind of like distinguish the two.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'll have to like see a picture to see what the difference is. Aren't like huskies more like grayish? Is it just the color of their fur?
I think.
Well, what's the difference between the two?
I think the Malamute has like bluish dark stripes.
Oh.
But husky is, like you said, lighter.
But in terms of like size and other features, aren't they pretty similar?
They're pretty similar. They're big
Malamute
dogs.
has glasses. Okay.
They're big dogs.
Alaskan Malamute. Oh, okay. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, wow. They do look very similar though.
Yeah, but I like husky. Tom Cruise is 150 and his nose is bigger than his shoes, and he is into weird religion. So besides, he might be handsome, but he's not too bright, and that canceled the hotness. What? Come on, like, don't we have freedom of religion, Zetzi? I just like him as an actor. Like, I really don't care about the other stuff, to be honest. I like the
fact that if I recount all the movies that Tom Cruise was in, every single one entertained me. He never, I mean, it may bomb in the box office, but for me personally, his movies never bombed. Even like the ones that had bad reception in the in the theaters. What was it? The one about assassinating Hitler? Valkyrie. Oh. Man, that movie was really good.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why people shit on that movie so much.
Hey, Won-Jin, you know what my favorite Tom Cruise movie is? What's that one with Jack Nicholson? A Few Good Men.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, that was awesome.
A Few Good Men.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
That's 90s, right?
Yeah, early 90s.
Yeah, our favorite, one of my favorite. That I'm gonna put that next to Crimson Tide, like a favorite 90s. Where everything everything is at stake. You know what I love about Hollywood films? Oh, the whole moral compass of the world is decided on this wheel of battle between two men. Oh, Jesus.
And my pick would be The Rock. The Rock would be like right up there.
I wish they did.
Best 90s movie.
Oh, we forgot to mention what's that vampire? Oh, with George Clooney.
George Clooney had a vampire movie?
Yeah, he was. That's the one was produced by Tarantino.
Oh, what's it called? From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yo, I gotta make a confession. That is the only vampire movie that horrified me when I was a kid. It was on TV. I was like, I want to turn this off, but I can't
because I gotta see what happens next.
Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah, From Dusk Till Dawn.
No one was at home, but when she danced and turned into a vampire, it's really a great B movie.
Yeah, and Tarantino's so good at this. You can just see his face while he was writing the script for this. It's like you could tell that my reaction is exactly what he intended.
Look up Black and White Alaska Malamute. Where's your honest opinion, boys? Do you believe that a husky on a Malamute can be scary enough to be a wolf? I think it just depends on the presentation, Walker.
Yeah.
I think anything can be scary.
Even like we mentioned Chihuahua, but depending on the presentation, it could actually be terrifying.
Yeah, like a Chihuahua born out of a belly.
Oh man,
like it rips out of a human belly. Overall, he's a good actor, but it was funny to find out that he's 170 tall, and he always looks so tall in movies.
Well, you gotta give him credit though, because it's about acting. I mean, you gotta give him credit for like being so successful in the movie theater industry with that height. Because taller actors, better looking actors, they can't have a lot of them don't have as much success as Tom Cruise as an actor. Yeah, and I heard that he chooses like his what should I say, the actress who plays alongside him very carefully. So in Mission Impossible, we had what's her name, Rebecca Ferguson, and then we also had what was that lady, Michelle Monaghan in Mission Impossible 3. They're all on the shorter side. So when they're next to Tom Cruise, Tom Cruise doesn't look too short.
No, but Tom Cruise. What's that one? Oblivion. That was I liked it.
That was also an amazing movie, and I heard it didn't do too well in the theaters too. And like I said, Tom Cruise movie, it never bombs for me.
Oh, by the way, Void, me and Won-Jin, we're gonna watch Pantheon soon.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah, 2 seasons. We're ready for it. I love the reviews.
I also heard that he does his own stunts, and he insists on that. Yeah, it's like what Jackie Chan used to do in the 80s. That basically like shows how invested he is in his movies, because he knows that by doing his own stunts, that's gonna excite the audience. So he's giving everything.
It's like a marketing point.
Yeah.
Too. How come so many older male actors in guinea pig roles for younger actors to do like actors in their 50s and 40s play parts where younger Disney 20s or 30s do? I don't follow, Walker. Do you mean like?
Oh, you mean like when young actors do like play someone old? Vampire Diaries. Oh, I haven't seen that one. It was a young teen series primarily targeted at girls. I thought it would be cheesy. Yeah, I don't know when that thing was made, but this again, it's like a precursor to Twilight, because Twilight, I heard it had huge success among like the teen demographic.
Yeah.
And it kind of became a sensation. You know how I heard about Twilight? I haven't seen the movies, but I heard about Twilight because it basically swept all the awards at the MTV Movie Awards. Yeah. Because I watch MTV Movie Awards because it's like the funniest thing ever. And I think one year basically it swept all the awards. I was like, man, that must be really popular.
It's part of that trend of like females falling in love for a monster man. Kind of like, you know how like there are also some stories where females fall in love with like a justified serial killer or a vampire or a monster.
Vampire Diaries is from 2009, so I guess this is after Twilight.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Void. Like the moment I saw the cover, I'm not watching that. No, but good looking guys. But I like vampire stories that are dark. Like and horrifying. Like teenage love is really a belated element for me.
How come some actors in their 50s or 40s do movie parts where young actors from the 30s big action movies? Oh, so Scott Walker, you mean like old actors playing someone young?
No, but there's a reverse. Remember in Brokeback Mountain, Heath Ledger plays an old man. Vampire Diaries is after Twilight, but it has good until it starts to be boring.
Okay. Scientologists believe in the ideas of Ron Hubbard, who taught that heathens created the blah 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 per Santa Claus. Okay. I mean, the man goes to a different church, so that's his issue. But at least he makes good movies, so I'm okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know enough about Scientology to talk about it.
I heard Tom Cruise said that Scientology fixed his dyslexia, and that's what got him into it.
Really?
Yeah.
But Won-Jin, isn't like that religion in The Boys kind of spoofing at Scientology? Remember?
Kind of, yeah.
That religion tried to help Deep back in his career. It sets him like wives.
But I think it's not just Scientology. There are so many weird cults in the U.S. Man.
Not just in the U.S., man. Even in Korea.
Yeah, even in Korea. Everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know how people fall for them, but yeah, somehow they do.
I think studios are just too risk-averse to gamble on young and new actors. Definitely, boy.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good point.
That's probably the reason why they use old actors to play someone young, Skywalker, I think.
And here's another practical problem. An old actor can play young because he or she was young. But for a younger actor to play old, it's really difficult. So the experience is not there. So remember, that's why even in Friends, they're like supposed to be 10 years younger than...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Their actual age.
And in some teen movies, what's her name? Doctor Strange's girlfriend. What's that actress's name?
She was in... She's a Canadian actor.
Yeah.
Very famous. She was with Ryan Gosling in that romantic film.
In The Notebook.
Yeah,
or
Notebook.
Something. Yeah, I forgot her name. But she also plays like a teenager.
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams. Yes, that's right. Rachel McAdams also plays like a teenager when she was almost like 30, and she's done a terrific job.
The werewolves you see in Vampire Diaries are just normal, average walls, but they actually are werewolves, and it takes 4 to 5 hours to transform into when they have to be chained up. Really?
Oh, man, that's too long.
I like a fresca. Go for it, Void. No, I'm trying to say, how come older actors are playing big action movies with a too old for part for like younger actors like Will Smith? He plays big action, but he's okay. Because Walker, that's simple. Money, money. And just famous actors are established, so.
And they have something called what's it called? Ticket power.
Yeah.
They can sell tickets.
Actually, I'm glad they still use old actors because that is the common language between generation and younger generation.
Yeah. So, I mean, for example, the movie The Rock I mentioned, the action movie from the 90s, that has Nicolas Cage, who was young at the time, but this was his first action film. The true ticket power came from Sean Connery, who used to be James Bond, and he's like this old dude in the movie, but he was so awesome. Like every time he's on screen, he basically dominates everybody else with his presence, even Ed Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his Irish accent.
Oh, no, it's like Scottish.
Oh, right, Scottish accent.
Scottish.
Defeating everything.
This is not combat, sir.
Yeah.
This is an act of lunacy.
Can you just imagine being chained up and weight and transforming and feeling the pain for 4 or 5 hours?
That sucks. If that's what it takes to be a werewolf, I'm never being a werewolf. It's gotta be like cartoon.
I don't think you have a choice though.
Yeah, you gotta change within like 15 seconds, and you gotta have this awesome transformation sequence with music.
Yo, that's a great idea. If I was to direct a vampire and lichen or werewolf movie, like I would have the vampires have the werewolves wear these like chain suits to fit their human form and put them on full moon so that they get crushed to death.
Oh
while
man,
they transform.
Yeah,
that'll be horrifying.
That's creative.
Yeah, just like the way like vampires are, tortured by sunlight. Yeah. There's a movie called The Hunter with William Dafoe. It's about the Tasmanian tiger and Australian tiger. And it's a very sad story, but at the end of the history is the last remaining. Oh, really?
Sounds sad.
They were that kind of movie was popular, Walker. Like going against animals. Oh, it wasn't Will Smith. It was the other guy. He doesn't want to kill the Tasmanian tiger, but the Tasmanian tiger looks down, but he has no choice. He kills the last Tassie tiger to protect it. But if it was the last one, like, it can't procreate anymore, so I guess
true.
it was bound to die anyway.
You gotta have a pair.
Yeah. But today, I guess with gene like editing and stuff like that, we can revive them.
Like cloning and stuff.
Yeah.
The Hunter. Okay, it's a movie from 2011. Oh man, Willem Dafoe can do anything.
Awesome.
Oh man, Green Goblin, baby.
Man. William Dafoe was great in Antichrist. Have you guys watched the movie Antichrist?
That movie's also really dark.
Yes, it is.
Man.
I wonder if he likes that on particular. We seem to have a few movies with animals like that. I think I heard that William Dafoe is liked by all directors. He's kind of that actor that does everything the director tells him to. Like he doesn't have like ego. He's one of those actors. Scott Walker, in the Vampire Diaries, if you're born with the werewolf gene, if you accidentally kill somebody or you kill someone on purpose, you trigger the werewolf curse. Oh, interesting.
Oh, the Book of Eli also had Cannibals. Yeah, I remember that movie. Isn't that the movie where Denzel Washington turns out to be blind and they have this Bible that they need to carry?
Awesome movie.
And they are invited into this home and they're served meat, which is supposed to be super rare. And it turns out this old couple, they had been eating people. Yeah, so yeah, I remember. Cannibal is always like a popular theme in these post-apocalyptic movies.
No, Void, but now that you mentioned that Book of Void, what's that movie where Will Smith is surrounded by because vampires are virus.
I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Like the zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I enjoyed the movie more than the novel. Because the novel is actually very short.
Really?
You guys can really, I think you guys can like search it really easily. But the movie is awesome. I like the ending where
I heard there's like an alternative ending.
Oh, really?
They had two endings.
The darker one.
Yeah.
Huh?
And in the movie theater is the one where Will Smith basically like sacrifices himself to save the woman and the kid.
Yo, what's the another one where Vision plays a vampire hunter and they're on a train and that movie was not a hit.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, okay. There's a vampire movie where the Vision actor is playing a vampire hunter.
Paul Bettany.
Yeah,
I think
Paul
that was
Bettany.
his name. Paul Bettany.
I liked it actually. Honest truth, boys. Why would she kill the last Tasmanian tiger? Why would you kill it to protect it, but you saw the last white tiger and why would you kill it to protect it or leave it in peace?
You know, every wild animal should be just left in peace. Yeah, you shouldn't really kill them at all.
Thank God I'm a vegan. Never risk to eat humans by mistake. I think humans would taste like soup.
Like soap.
Soap. I love that movie William Dafoe did with Madonna.
What was that one?
I have no idea actually. Let's search William Dafoe and Madonna.
Is it Body of Evidence? Okay. I haven't seen this one. It's a movie from '93, guys.
Wow, Joe Mantegna. Wow, Julia Moore is in everything. But anyway, shall we wrap it up now, guys?
Yeah. So my favorite vampire movie of all time still is Blade. Blade is on the top of the list.
But Blade is it? It's technically a superhero and vampire film, right?
Maybe that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Twilight is it's appealing for the girls, but I think Blade is the one that appeals more for the boys. Yeah. It's got like the gears and all these like cool tools and weapons,
Right.
And like the badassery. And
Speaking of gene editing, have you guys watched Annihilation? Yes, that's the one with Leon, right? Natalie Portman. Oh, there's a movie called.
I haven't seen Annihilation. When's that from? Annihilation.
What's that one with a star? Oh, another vampire film I like is Let Me In. Let Me.
Oh, okay. It's
or
from
was it Let the Right
2018.
Ones In?
Oh man, how did I not hear about this movie?
Yeah, it was out a couple of years ago, man.
Really?
Yeah. It was
Oscar
alright.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another vampire film I recommend is Let the Right One In, guys. It's a child.
Let the Right One In. It's from 2008. Okay, looks creepy. Oh, also very good review.
Yeah, there's a Swedish version and an American remake version. which basically follows the same plot.
Mm.
It's really great.
Okay. All right.
Oh, A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night is also brilliant.
What are you going to eat tonight? Not sure. So it would be very distinctive and you'll be able to tell what you eat, okay? Did you see the news about that poor female killer whale that is carrying her dead calf? It is so sad, boys. Check out the story. Okay. Blade is good for the action, but not a classic. Twilight is for the gays and the queers. Sorry is too cliche and too dramatic and too depressed and wrapped in glitter. It is literally for les and gays. I'm going to ask you this one long time. Why would you kill the last Tasmanian tiger? Protected coaches will be after the red, and the people are trying to capture it.
Oh, guys, another horror movie I recommend is Scarlett Johansson's Under the Skin.
I haven't seen that one either.
She's a killer alien, and it's very disturbing.
Oh, that sounds very 90s.
Yeah.
Like Species and stuff.
I read the novel and the film. It's amazing.
And I mean, the main actress is a lesbian or bisexual, so it makes sense. Trish told me if she saw the last Tasmanian tiger, she'll capture it and send it to the zoo. We'll be safe from poachers and hunters. Oh, okay. So coaches, you were trying to say poachers.
It's basically Species, but a much more scarier version.
Man, I miss those 90s movies. There's a new vampire film out. It's called Abigail. Really? Abigail.
A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night is also a great vampire film. Oh, wow.
Abigail is a 2024 American vampire horror comedy film directed by Matt Bettinelli Olpin and
there's a
Tyler
horror
Tilly.
movie, a horror comedy vampire film that I can't remember the name. It's fucking brilliant.
Renfield?
No, not Renfield, but like they invade a house and it turns out it's owned by a vampire and stuff. It's really great. If I remember.
Is it old? Is it old?
It's recent.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Splice was quite freaky. Oh my god, Splice was an amazing film.
You know, I also haven't seen this one. It looks like I'm skipping on a lot of these horror movies. Okay, it already looks disturbing.
Imagine, like, okay, Won-Jin, here's I'm gonna give you a summary. Imagine you're Frankenstein's monster, and the monster tries to fuck Frankenstein. so that's what's going on there.
Okay.
And they do gender changes and stuff. It's one of the most disturbing shit I ever seen, and it's amazing. Thank you for. Hey, Void, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
It's from 2009.
It's a fucking
Adrian
amazing
Brody.
film. Yeah.
Oh, the review's very good. Oh
No,
no,
it's
maybe
deeply disturbing.
Okay, never mind. Not that good, but still looks interesting enough.
But anyway, guys,
they create a hybrid human, and the hybrid falls in love with the scientist that created her. Okay.
But anyway, guys, I think we're gonna call it a night. Hey, Void and Scott Walker, watch Nosferatu. I think you guys will like it. It's a great film. But anyway, guys, I think we're gonna call it a night. Next week we're gonna come with Pantheon, Skeleton Crew, Star Wars that released in December. But me and Won-Jin, we
haven't seen it
yet.
yet.
We just started watching it. So next week, Skeleton Crew, Star Wars, and Pantheon. We're gonna watch that and Reacher. And other films. Hey, if you guys have films and movies you guys want to recommend, please do.
Oh, we also need to finish The Agency. I think the last episode will drop next Friday.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Agency.
The Agency, yeah.
Totally forgot about it. Yeah, Agency, guys. Next week, we're going to do Agency starring Michael Fassbender, okay? Because me and Won-Jin, we really enjoyed it. We started watching it around the same time as Day of the Jackal. Yeah, thanks, Void. Hey, big shout out to Void, a parrot. Big shout out to ZZ. Big shout out to Scott Walker. Big shout out to Uchan Hong. Big shout out to 911 was that ID.
The female pilot.
Yeah. And I'm the brother and sister mother ID. Thank you so much, guys. Hey, guys, feel free to join the chat anytime you want. If you like our stuff, press like and subscribe. Big shout out to all our 54 subscribers. This has been Joe G Movie So Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye. I'm gonna kill that fucking marmot. He keeps nibbling at my toes. And why are these squirrels all beheaded and rolling around? What the fuck is
They're taking a break.
Oh my god. Is that marmot? What's that marmot doing with the corpse of the squirrels?
You know they can switch heads.
Yo, is this a blood orgy? Is this is that the blood orgy that I hear about?
It's to give you nightmares.
Is that why you decided on the 25th floor, Won-Jin, to do these blood orgy with marmots and squirrels? And why is there a snake there too? What the fuck is all this? Are you in a goat cult or something?
Stay still.